I think everybody's gonna really like this game. Air chat. I've been requested to play this game by at least 3 people. This might... I turned it down for you. I gotta turn it down for myself. Can you guess what this is? I wonder if y'all know. That's not my neighbor. Basically, a horror version of Papers, Please. If you don't know, by the way, I'm extremely bad at Papers, Please. I'm too ADHD for that game series. I'm like really bad. I just constantly florble and flop around in that game series. Because I'll be like, I missed a literal letter that was in there. I would be a terrible, terrible security guard of you know, of that nature. I'm gonna tell you that the Foundation would not be hiring me to guard anything. So this ought to be terrible for me. Also, I'm extremely bad at games like observation duty. Again, it's because ADD, ADHD. I miss things. I overlook things because I'm always like going at 100 miles per hour. Badge is not Sedge. Oh, how do I do that? Is it Alt F4? Cypher? I don't mind, options. Maybe it's under options? No, that didn't help. Trypophobia. Nah, I don't have that. Fixed camera angle? There we go. I think I like that more than the looking around thing. Because I mean, it does add an air of like me being in the room, but at the same time, it's not making me feel like I'm on an ocean. Like, that's what it felt like just now, zipping back and forth. Don't like that very much. Ah, I know of this game. Nightmare mode. Ah, they're working on stuff. I bought this game, by the by. I'm not low to do Alt F4 jokes. It's too easy anymore. The doppelgangers you let in don't kill you immediately, but at the end of the run. Get a score rank at the end of the run according to your performance. Possibility to find and complete the Chester's quiz. Whoa. I think I've heard of Chester. Aren't they from, Don't Starve? You know what? That's what I think of that. Following source was a production of D with educational purposes. Hello, if you're watching this film, it's because you're a new doorman at the mayor building. Your job is to determine whether the person who wants to enter the building is a doppelganger. As everyone knows, doppelgangers have the ability to transform into another person and impersonate them. But some are not good at it and could generate imperfections. You have to pay close attention to the appearance of your neighbors. Also, remember to fill out the checklist for each neighbor. You can't miss any details because it could mean death for you and your neighbors. This is the structure of your office. Now we are going to explain how it works. Imagine me using a pyro voice. That's super good. Here's a security meeting. Don't forget to observe very well each individual who approaches. Is that good enough for pyro voice?
If you like the SCPs, take out the list in front of you. Receive documents from this hatch. The hatch.
What's stopping them from tentacling their way into the hatch?
Give the gentleman that the individuals a doppelganger that elaborates into the building with those buttons. Otherwise, if you determine that to deflect the doppelganger, press the emergency button and call
3312.
the protocol with the and if the department of the building use the telephone in front of you.
I don't know why I'm doing this voice.
Your job is really important to make sure you do it right.
I don't know what I'm doing with this voice, really.
Finally, congratulate the woman of the month, Henry. It wasn't that he did an excellent job, but he was the only doorman in the area who didn't get killed by a doppelganger. Be like Henry. Be better.
It sounds like you lose a lot of doormen. My doormen. I've lost all my doormen. Hi. Welcome and congratulations on your new job. As you could see on the introductory film, your job is to verify the entry of the neighbors of your building. Each day there will be a list of individuals who will request entry into the building. It is possible that there are individuals who request entry and aren't on the list. In which case, you will mark the checklist that they are not on the list and proceed to question the individual. Also, you must verify that the ID and the entry request are correct and have the respective logo. Don't forget to also check the expiration on the ID's year. Remember, it's February 1955. I wish you good luck. Question, Lambda 5, White Rabbits, would I fear them? Why does that name sound familiar? Heterochromia? Okay, who are you? You are Nacha Michaelis. Apartment F0204. I am a resident of the building. I come from my job as a chef. Come from my job. You said 4, right? Nacha Michaelis. Chef. Appearance: right eye blue, left eye green, curly hair. She has freckles, round face. Right eye blue, left eye green, freckles, round head, curly hair. Hold on, what her ID number is it not on here? It's not on here. Hold on. Appearance. Oh, you don't have your ID. Wait a minute, aren't you supposed to have your ID? Wait a minute. ID. I'm sorry, yes, I forgot to show my ID. Okay. Oh, I hate games like these. Oh, I hate games like these. Oh, I can do that. Oh, I hate it. Just let me put them side by side. God, I hate games like these. 8 9 6 5 3 3 6 6 5 4 1 3. Apparently, they deal with reality bending issues. I knew I recognized that name. Mobile Task Force Lambda 5 specializes in traversing unstable, surreal, and controlled reality and containing potentially dangerous persons, artifacts, capable of manipulating space-time. Yes, I literally Lumine. I was like, it said that when I seen her, I was like, heterochromia. Yeah, I think she has heterochromia. I thought maybe she was a bad impersonator, but I don't think she was. Now that I'm looking at all this, so she was on the list too. appearance entry request is on today's list. He answered your questions. Entry request. I was just making sure that was. Whoop. Yep, you prick. Complete checklist. Perfect. Can you open the door for me? Now, I know about the whole do not let... You have to press the red button. I know about that. Hi. I don't think you were on the list, no. What is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything else? Wait, are you... Isn't that 42? Is that a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference? I actually have only watched part of that movie. I got halfway through it, but before I ended up getting pulled away from that movie. But I do know of the 42 reference. Hey, that actually worked! I got an answer on that! What is the scientific name of the Australian animal that drastically changes its appearance when removed from its natural habitat? A chameleon? Oh god, I don't know how to spell that. Cat! Chameleon! How do you spell that properly? Wait, is it chameleon? Or is that the blobfish? Is the blobfish from Australia? Kind of want to know if I got that. I can't believe I got the test character on the second one? Isn't this supposed to be random? You have sectoral in both eyes. Does that mean you're like a Baki character where your eyes are looking in two different directions? I don't know if I want the answers. I kind of want to know if I'm right first before giving the answer. Is chameleons from Australia? Aren't they like... They're not just from Australia, right? They're from like... Some are from... Eastern Quoll? Never heard of such an animal. Like, I can only think of the blobfish. But again, I don't know if the blobfish is directly from Australia. Not right? So is it a specific type of chameleon then? If it's going to be a specific type of chameleon, then I have no goddamn idea. Oh, yeah, hell no. You're right, scientific name. I don't know. You're going to have to give me the answer on that one. I'm not that well versed in reptiles. The blob... Oh, it was the blobfish. Ha! I was right on the second one. Again, I didn't know the Latin name for that one either. So I was right. What is the name? The only sport that allows you to punch your opponent in the face because they capture a piece. My first instinct was to go with the rollerblading one. Forget what that sport is called, but I don't think that when you capture a piece. That game, was that... It wasn't rugby, was it? Rugby, you don't really punch people in. Rugby, it's more like the real version of football. It's in way, way scarier than football. But I don't think it's rugby. I don't think you can just... You know, when they take the ball, you pop them in the face. Less sport. So, a board game? Wait. Chess boxing. Is that a thing? I wouldn't think that's a thing. Hmm. So it's got to be a board game sport then. Is it chess boxing? Is that a thing? Is that a real thing? Cat, cat. There's a cat. But the cat came back the very next day. That is fucking crazy. Why, human? Why, human? Why is chess boxing a thing? Oh yes, I know what will help me with this sport, with this game of chess for the mind. By losing brain cells by getting punched in the face. Y'all are fucking stupid. Now slapping, chess slapping would be funnier. Because that stings, but you don't lose brain cells if you slap somebody in the face. It hurts like a motherfucker, but it just like whap.
We have received a financial mistransaction.
Thank you for the biddies. And yes, apparently, Quinta, they are working today. Thank you for testing that. Didn't have to give 100 to test it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. You don't have to give anything, but I appreciate that you do. It didn't work? Where? On my stream? I wasn't streaming yesterday. Why is that correct? At least how many times do you have... At least how many times do you have to fold a 0.0 millimeter thick sheet of paper to cover the distance between the Shire and Mordor? What the fuck? Kind of question is that? The Shire and the Mordor are two different... They're... What is it? What is this quiz?
Seek fluid intake.
Apparently. Wait. I'm gonna need the answer, but before I get that answer, before I do, does this have something to do with the idea of instead of like folding a piece of paper, is it once? Is it once? Okay, here's my logic. All right, chat. Let me cook for a second. Here's my logic. This is a trick question. This is one of those like Sphinx riddles where instead of just like, oh yeah, it must be billions of times in order to fold that piece of paper and to get it across the vast distance, it's just on a map. And you just fold the page from one end to the other, and there you go. One fold. You did it. GG. Is it that? Is that the answer? Is it one of those silly riddles? Like the Sphinx riddle? It's not a trick question. That is so smart. It's 38? How? How could you fold piece of paper 38 times and be there? It's 38? 38 times? It is 2,765 kilometers. Good luck. Thank you, Quinta. I appreciate that. I like to think of myself sometimes, creative. Each fold is double. But wouldn't, 38 still doesn't, let's see. You have to cover a if Karma's right, and you have to cover a distance of 2,765 kilometers. Wouldn't that be more than 8 folds? Because I do not believe 0.01 times 38 means that big number. It would be very small indeed. Uh-oh, that's a math number I don't recognize. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I did not do well in algebra. Guess who skipped going to algebra class with Mr. Skids and decided to play on computers instead during that time because algebra was boring as balls. Guess who has a knife? I would pull out a knife if I had one. Unfortunately, your knives would be like toothpicks to me, like that big. I hold a knife. I have to hold it in between my fingers like this. I stab you. I have to use a sword as like a knife. Shouldn't it be 39? What's that? Redheaded. What does a redheaded stepchild have to do with math? I would answer that joke with a Mr. Garrison joke. That's a Mr. Garrison joke right there. I could answer that as Mr. Garrison if you wanted me to. Explain. It's 38. I'm gonna go with 38 because I've seen that many times. The key is hide. Give me a minute on this one. Okay, so the key is hide. So I get it. I get it. So it's letters that have been mixed up with other letters in order to create a code. You know, is it here? Can I click on something? Okay, hold on. If I can click on something, the key is hide. Is there a man named Hyde? Stone. No. I'm just checking to make sure that that's not the answer. Bubbles. Clean. Oh, whoops. Any fresh words? No. No hides. Hmm. 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 Oh God, yeah. I don't. Oh, if that's a real life cipher, then I thought it might have been in the room. But if it's not in the room and it's like a real cipher on the internet that they know about, yeah, I don't know. I don't know their actual cipher. Heidigbissigva. The funny planet name? I have no idea what you mean. I took decoding and cipher classes. Uranus. Uranus. I've never heard of ciphering and decoding classes before. Not for nothing, but I've never heard of that before. Not to not to point out anything. Oh, it's a no, it's not. It's not leap. I barely know a handful of letters in Morse code, let alone human coding. That's the answer, is Uranus. U or A-N. How does that even work? Oh, it's okay. It translates to what is the seventh? Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know this cipher as much as I would like to. Yeah, I have no idea how this cipher works at all. It's beyond me. According to the FSM, global warming is a consequence of the fact that since the 19th century, the number of what was it? It is it's because what molecule was it? There's a certain molecule in the atmosphere, I do believe. Ozone? Would that fit? Funny drunk sailors? Hydrogen? O3? I feel like Cypher's trying to drop a hint. Peg legs? Nitrogen? Yeah, I also noticed that Lumine did that as well. Paying attention. I noticed that you both started talking. When stuff like this happens and suddenly people start talking about random topics, it's just like, yeah, I think that's a hint of some sort. So, peroxide. Karma's just labeling off all the molecules in the atmosphere. Pirates of the Caribbean. Um, Carbibia, Caribbean. Hmm. Pirates? Is it really pirates? Because I never would have guessed that. Is that what that's from? The flying spaghetti monster? I didn't even know. I didn't know that's what that stood for. Nice, Kinta. How would anybody know all of these answers unless they Google them? I have earned this man's badge. Thank you. I guess. Goodbye. Hey, bye. I guess back to the rest of the normal game. Good afternoon. Yo, I don't even have to ask about your appearance. Where's your pass? Thank you. Okay, I know you're on the list. You're Albertsky Peachman. Albertsky Peachman. F0102. I'm a resident of the building. I come from my job as a shoemaker. Albertsky Peachman. Double checking. Number is... Okay, you are F02. Okay, you have a mustache, a prominent chin, big nose, big eyebrows, long face. Got that chin. Got the mustache. You got the hair. You got the prominent eyebrows, the eyes, all that jazz. You're definitely, at least if you are one, you're doing a really good job at it. Well, howdy there, neighbor. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. He looks like neighbor. He looks like your neighbor, my neighbor. Okay, you have that. Your appearance is in. You're on the list today. What else do we need? Oh, I guess I can't fill those out yet. One other thing. We need to make sure his ID is correct. Really hate doing this. 1465 1298 1298 1298 6354 6354. All right. Well, so is everything in order? There you go. You know what? What if I do this? I have all my folders ready to go at any moment's notice. Hello. You are not on the list. Okay, quick question. Why aren't you on the list? I'm not on today's list. I think it's an error. I should be on the list. I don't believe you're on the list. So, where are you from? Already you're suspicious. Oh, you're twin sisters. I see. With one difference. You have a mole on either side of the face, and your hair curl goes one direction and then the other. You have the mole on the left cheek, hair curling towards the right side of your face, which is Illinois.
Kids.
You really have to go and point that out on her. Give me a second. No, her earrings are correct. Never mind. I was gonna say her earrings are off. Nope. Everybody's sitting here telling my raps sound vague. When all I'm doing is being sick, just like the plague. That's all I got. That's all I got. I wasn't bad, though. For at least one line. SCP-105. I'm not familiar with that exact number. Why am I being clipped for that? It wasn't that great. If I sat here for another couple minutes, maybe I could have come up with more. But I've kind of already dragged this out quite a bit. Illinois Svirch. Illinois Svirch. Illinois Svirch. Making sure the spelling on here is correct. I come from my job as a model. Well, yes, they are models, the both of them. I can see why they'd be models. That kind of everything. 03, 1980. All right, what's the number then? 8453, 8453, 2304, 230, or wait a minute, 2301, my bad. 2301, 4956, and then that number checks out. Name checks out. It seems like you were supposed to be on the list, and you're not on the list. That doesn't mean that there's any problems here. Is her sister expecting her? I don't think I can ask that question. All right, well. There really is no apartment phone number. Wait, yeah, you're right. Never mind, there's a phone number here. Thank you, game. 699. I didn't know if I could actually call them. Please. Celine's Rich speaking. My sister's not at home. Okay, well, I do believe that is everything that we can. Excellent. All right. There you go. We can at least apparently call him. You're what's his name's roommate. You're not a roommate. You're like father son sort of thing going on. Long neck, without eyebrows, big nose, has a goatee. Oh, man. Hey, wait a minute. Where's your entry request? Thank you. All right, let me take a good look at you. Not supposed to be. You're not on the list. If you're a doppelganger, you did a really good job. I'm the resident of the building. My apartment is the 02 on the first floor. You're a shoemaker of 02. All right, let me see here. 1146, 1146, 5228, 5228, 9730, 973. Okay, that all accounts. Wait a minute. What the fuck is that? What is that? That ain't right. That ain't right at all. My ID? I don't see anything wrong with my ID. Shouldn't that be the end year? That, like, expiration date? What is this 12115? Hello, Gravitrex. Thank you for that subscription. Thank you. Has it already been a month? Crazy. Crazy. There's 115 days in the 12th month now. Wave them hands. Weird. Something that ain't right. That is very sus. If this is a very good imposter, if it is. All right, let me call their phone number 2668. 266 8. Did it work? Hello, Robert Ski Peachman speaking. My brother and I are in the apartment. Red alert! Red alert! Red alert! Don't mind me. Just gonna. Yeah. Womp, womp, womp. Red alert! Red alert! You've contacted the DDD. A group of agents has been sent to your building. This guy was tricky. This guy was really, really, really tricky. If it wasn't for the date on his thing being wrong, I wouldn't have probably called that number. So they're brothers. All right. Well, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Hey there. I think you were on the list. No, you weren't. I was wrong. It was the other girls that were in it. Who are you supposed to be? Where's your ID? Okay. Who the hell are you? Who the hell's Steve Jobs? You are Maya Stone of 03. I'm a resident of the building. My apartment is the 01 on the 3rd floor. You are, yes, indeed, you are correct. You are Maya Stone. You are a teacher. Long hair, small round nose. She has freckles, oval face, and thin eyebrows. I mean, I'm already suspicious of you. That being said, you look exactly the way you're supposed to. That just doesn't, it makes my job a bit harder on this situation. Why are you out and about is the question. Year is in date, by the way. Why aren't you on today's list? Because I had to leave due to an emergency at work. Okay, that, I guess, checks out. Alright, well. Emergency at work, huh? Let me check your ID number here. 7895 7895 6452 6452 5115. So that's all in order. That's in order. Name's in order. Maya Stone 0301. That's all in order. And let me do one quick check. Wait. Hold on. You put them all away, you jerk game. Okay, what was the number? 1425. 1425. Mia. Dr. Afton speaking. My fiance is not at home. Well, that lends more credibility to you, so I think you're good to go. Excellent. Not a single thing could be found that was wrong. You're on the list. Hello, good day. You are Reptiline Capucine. Raftaline Cappuccine. That is how you spell it. This is the building. My apartment is the 4th floor, or number 4 of the 3rd floor. She is a housewife. Long nose, or big nose, long face, straight hair, wears a headband. Got makeup on. Do you normally wear makeup? I mean, other than that, which, you know, could... no, I can just barely see it in the image. Nothing seems to be off about your face or anything like that. You look proper. I know, right, Karma? I wish they did. 0304. That's in date. 5685, 5685, 5459, 5459, 6329. 6329. Okay, that passes. I think... we're all good by the looks of it. Alright. I'm just double checking. Yeah. I think you are good. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, you on through. No, I changed my mind. Never mind. That one I'm a little bit worried on. I should have called. I know you. I recognize that clown face. Aren't you from isn't that this face right here? Isn't that the same character from another game that is a browser game? That is a clown that gets mad at you when you start winning the game, which is kind of, I think it's like a card game. Ever dream this clown? Every night, all over the world, hundreds of people see this clown in their dreams. If this clown appears in your dreams, don't play any game with him. If you want more information, go to, and then, yeah, there's the game, Unlikely. I have spotted this game because I was looking for games before. Thank you. Are you sure you don't want a beer? Hey, you're on the list. Hi, or whatever. Kid. Which, I'm thinking you're a kid. You look like a kid. Kid. Life sucks. And then you die from a doppelganger. I live here, whatever. Come from the school. 0204. Anastasia Michaelis. Okay, you're the daughter of Nacha, which your mom came home. Tired eyes, 2 ponytails, small nose, round face. Your number is 1326. 1326 9853 9853 4462. That all passes. This all passes. Anastasia Michaelis. The name fits. Anastasia Michaelis. That all fits. On the 4th floor. You're on the list. Anastasia Michaelis. Let me take one last look at you here. Tired eyes, full lips, weird nose, eyebrows, hairs and ponytail. Everything seems to be a-okay. Wait a minute. Well, no, I think the ears are fine. You have heard that this game's hard mode is insane? Okay. Like, I'm guessing in hard mode, they could get everything exactly right, and you need to call a phone number in order to, like, even possibly catch somebody. I'll make absolutely certain. Hello, no, not just speaking. My daughter is not at home. Okay, is she back? I could have said yes. Even if you are right, that's dumb. I'm gonna complete my checklist. That's dumb. Or whatever. Yeah, I don't think you would die. I think you would get fired. Alright, I think everything is good in the hood. If you're on the list and you haven't let them in, you don't have to call. Brother. From one anomalous entity to another, you need to go back and try again, but unfortunately, you're not gonna get a second attempt. But for fun's sake, I'm going to question you. What, poker face? What, in her many holes? Yeah, it seems to check out, yeah. Yeah. I mean, she spawned with no fucking mouth! What was I expecting? She speaks in Morse code. I don't know, guys. I think I should... 3, 3, 1, 2. Let's hope she's not that strong and doesn't kill all the individuals that I call. Yeah, didn't have to try very hard for this one, that's for sure. Cleaning protocol complete. You can continue your job. What, you burn her? I'm guessing you burned her. I think you just lit her on fire, which you should. Oh, hey, your wife's here, or daughter, or whoever. You are Alf Cappuccine. Alf Cappuccine. What number were you again? 0304. Alf Cappuccine. You're wearing a hat. Do you normally wear it? Yeah, wears a hat. Okay, round face, uses a monocle. Prominent mustache, big nose. Prominent mustache, big nose. Hair, hat, bow tie, all that jazz. It looks like, as far as I know, by looks alone, you are correct. I'm resident of the building. My apartment is 04 on the first floor. Wrong. My entry request. I think everything is fine with my entry request. Well, for one, you weren't on the list, and I remembered you weren't on the list. That's within date, but I'm still going to be doing some thorough questioning. 1205, 1205, 4809, 4809, 6347, 6347. You're a lawyer. Makes no sense. Sometimes when they aren't on the list, if they go into the checklist and mark on the list as in X, they can sometimes get the reactive if they were a doppelganger. That's kind of stupid. Is the 04 on the first floor? See, that makes no sense. They're not on the first floor and they're on the third floor. And they wouldn't, this game would not I already answered your question. Not with a very good answer. What's your number? 4258? 4258. Oh, Alf. Gotcha. Gotcha, you motherfucker. Bam. 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 Oh, I caught you red-handed, mate. You didn't slip by me. Why are you bapping me? I did good. Alf was already in the apartment. Burn them. Man, there's been some really tricky doppelgangers. I mean, some insanely tricky doppelgangers. One little word slip up and I could have died there. Doppels captured. Neighbors killed, 0. Doppels you allowed in, 0. Rank? S! I'm so fucking good. So good at my job, apparently. I am the best doorman. Yay! I am the best. Details. Aha! You don't have no details because I win. Need food? I understand. Record. I got 1 S rank. That's all I need. Times you survived once. Because I'm so fucking good. I mean, I've been trained on games like Papers, Please, and I also played what was it? Border Patrol, was it? I also played that game, which was basically a 3D version of Papers, Please. So, yeah, I kind of was on the ball for this one. Now we can do Nightmare. How about not? I feel like I won. I've achieved glory. Glory to Arstotzka. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm ending it on a high note. I think. For now, I'm ending it on a high note because we got other games to play.